Buckle up, everyone, because today we're diving deep into the world of, well, sustainable innovation.
Hmm.
Luemba,
Yeah,
it's a Costa Rican company, and they're not just building a hydrofoil.
right.
They are, they're practically reinventing it.
It's captivating, isn't it, what
Mm.
Luemba's doing? I mean, they're pushing boundaries on so many fronts.
Right.
It's not just about building a better hydrofoil.
hmm
It's like they're envisioning a whole new era of transportation, really.
Okay, so for anyone who needs a quick, refresher,
Sure.
a hydrofoil, basically it's a boat that uses these wing-like structures,
Right.
called foils,
Yeah.
to lift itself above the water as it picks up speed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a blend of a boat and a plane,
Exactly.
skimming across the surface.
And what Luemba's doing is taking that concept and injecting it with some truly groundbreaking technology.
Yeah. You know what I find really intriguing is that their founder, Alvaro Marin,
Mm-hmm.
he isn't just an engineer,
Right.
he's an artist too.
And that creative perspective, you can really see it permeating their entire approach.
It definitely shows.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're plowing all their profits back into research and development for this project
I know.
speaks volumes about their commitment.
Absolutely.
Like they're really in it for the long haul.
It's a level of dedication you rarely see,
Right.
especially in a field like transportation.
Yeah.
So complex and capital intensive.
Totally.
It suggests they're playing a long game, aiming for something truly transformative.
Okay, so let's unpack some of the tech that makes this hydrofoil so unique,
Sure.
starting with the heart of the system.
Right.
The batteries.
Okay.
And we're not talking about your everyday lithium-ion batteries here.
Right.
Luemba's going all in on graphene.
Graphene batteries are still relatively new,
Yeah.
but they have the potential to completely revolutionize energy storage.
Wow.
They're lighter, they charge faster,
Mm-hmm.
and they last significantly longer than conventional batteries.
And here's where it gets really interesting for a hydrofoil.
Yep.
Our sources highlighted that graphene batteries are also more resistant to saltwater corrosion,
Right.
which is obviously a huge plus
Absolutely.
for anything operating in a marine environment.
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
It shows that Luemba isn't just slapping on the latest buzzword tech.
Right.
They're really carefully considering the specific demands of their application.
Plus, I have to imagine that using a battery technology that's more eco-friendly
Yeah.
plays perfectly into Costa Rica's image as a leader in sustainability and ecotourism.
Precisely. It's all interconnected, right?
Yeah.
Luemba is tapping into a technology that aligns with both their own vision and the broader values of their home country.
All right, now let's talk about the muscle behind this hydrofoil,
Okay.
the engine.
All right.
And hold on tight,
Okay.
because this is where things get really exciting.
All right.
Luemba is utilizing the Koenigsegg Quark electric engine.
The Quark engine, it's a fascinating piece of engineering, to say the least. It's being touted as the world's most powerful and lightest electric motor, which is a combination you don't see every day.
Our sources gave us some pretty impressive stats.
Oh, yeah.
340 horsepower, 600 newton meters of torque,
Wow.
all squeezed into a unit that weighs only 30 kilograms.
Really?
That's like saying you could carry this engine in a backpack.
That's incredible.
That power-to-weight ratio is phenomenal.
It is.
And it has huge implications for the hydrofoil's design and performance.
Oh, absolutely.
A lighter engine means they can achieve greater efficiency and range,
Right.
which is critical for a sustainable transportation system.
Yeah, for sure.
But they didn't stop there.
Oh.
Instead of just using one Quark engine,
Hmm.
Luemba decided to double down on power with their Terrier system,
Okay.
which combines two Quark engines with a single high-efficiency inverter called David.
That's a really clever decision.
Yeah.
By using a single inverter for both engines, they reduce weight and complexity, further boosting the overall efficiency of the system.
So we're talking about 680 horsepower and 1,100 newton meters of torque,
Wow.
packed into an 85-kilogram package.
Still incredibly lightweight for that amount of power.
It is.
And it raises the question, what are they going to do with all that power?
Right.
It's clear that Luemba has ambitions beyond just a leisurely cruise along the coast.
For sure.
They're hinting at something much more dynamic and high performance.
It definitely sounds like they're pushing the boundaries of what a hydrofoil can be.
They are.
But it's not all about electric power.
Right.
Luemba is also incorporating a hydrogen engine option,
Interesting.
which is where we'll pick up in part 2 of our deep dive.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Adding a hydrogen engine option. That's a bold move.
It is.
And it really speaks to Luemba's commitment to exploring, every avenue of sustainable transportation.
It's like they're hedging their bets on the future of fuel,
Yeah.
embracing both the proven power of electric and the potential of hydrogen. For this, they're using a lightweight hydrogen engine
Okay.
based on Aquarius Engine's single-piston linear engine.
And that engine is a fascinating study in minimalist design.
It is.
Only 20 components
Wow.
and one moving part.
That's wild.
Yeah, that simplicity could translate to lower maintenance costs
Right.
and increased reliability down the line.
Yeah, our sources describe this really unique internal gas exchange method
Right.
that eliminates the need for bulky traditional hydrogen fuel cells.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
It is.
Traditional fuel cells have been a major hurdle for hydrogen-powered vehicles because of their size and weight.
Right.
This Aquarius engine could be a game changer,
Yeah.
not just for Luemba's hydrofoil, but for the wider adoption of hydrogen as a fuel source.
It feels like Luemba is almost a testing ground for all these cutting-edge sustainable technologies,
I know, right?
paving the way for other industries to follow suit.
That's a great way to put it. They're not just building a product. They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible and showing the world what a truly sustainable future could look like.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Hydrogen is often touted as a clean fuel source,
Right.
but there are still challenges to overcome, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the biggest hurdles with hydrogen is the infrastructure
Yeah.
needed for production, storage, and distribution.
Well, sure.
It's not as simple as plugging into an electric charging station.
And even though this Aquarius engine is incredibly efficient, there's still the question of where that hydrogen is coming from.
Right.
If it's being produced using fossil fuels, then the overall environmental benefit is diminished.
That's a critical point.
Yeah.
For hydrogen to truly be a sustainable solution, it needs to be produced using renewable energy sources.
Right.
That's something Luemba will need to address as they move forward.
Our sources also mentioned a potential downside with the Aquarius engine.
Oh.
Noise. Apparently, it can be quite loud, which could be a drawback for a passenger hydrofoil
Yeah,
aiming to offer a luxurious experience.
that's true. Noise pollution is a valid concern,
Yeah,
especially in coastal areas where marine life could be affected.
right.
But our sources also indicated that Aquarius Engines is actively working on noise reduction technology.
So it seems like they're aware of the issue and taking steps to address it.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see how they tackle that challenge.
sure.
Speaking of tackling challenges, let's talk about keeping things cool on board this hydrofoil.
Okay.
They're not using a typical air conditioning system, are they?
Not at all.
Okay.
They've opted for something far more innovative.
Oh.
A thermoacoustic energy converter,
Whoa.
or ELEAC 25 for short.
Now, I have to admit, when I first saw that in the source material,
Yeah,
I had to look it up.
I know, right?
It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But the science behind it is very real.
Okay.
This system uses sound waves to convert heat into cold,
What?
effectively creating a cooling system with no moving parts or refrigerants.
That's incredible.
It is.
No more clunky AC units or harmful emissions from refrigerants.
Exactly.
It's a perfect example of how Luemba is blending cutting-edge technology with environmental responsibility.
And the benefits go beyond just cooling.
Okay.
The ELEAC 25 can also generate supplemental electricity using a Stirling engine,
Wow.
further boosting the overall efficiency of the hydrofoil.
It's a brilliant solution that addresses multiple needs at once.
It is.
It makes you wonder if Luemba can achieve this level of innovation in a hydrofoil. What other applications could this technology be used for?
Right.
Could we see silent, eco-friendly cooling systems in our homes or offices one day?
It's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
Luemba's work could be a catalyst for wider adoption of this technology,
Right.
sparking a whole new wave of sustainable solutions.
Oh, well, let's not forget that this hydrofoil is more than just a collection of cool tech.
Right.
It's designed to carry 10 passengers.
Yeah.
Which opens up some really interesting possibilities for transportation.
Absolutely.
Exactly. This isn't just a futuristic concept. It's a potential solution for real-world transportation needs. Imagine a world where you could commute to work, hop between islands, or explore coastal regions,
Yeah.
all while leaving a minimal carbon footprint.
That's the vision Luemba is painting.
It is.
And it's one that's gaining traction as concerns about climate change and sustainable transportation continue to grow.
Speaking of vision, this project seems to have attracted a lot of attention.
It has.
Our sources mentioned that Luemba has been very open about sharing their progress and collaborating with other companies and researchers.
That's another aspect that sets them apart.
It does.
They're not just focused on their own success. They seem genuinely committed to advancing the field as a whole.
Right.
It's a refreshing change from the often secretive world of high-tech development.
Their willingness to share their knowledge and collaborate could accelerate the adoption of these technologies across multiple industries.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, we're all in this together. Let's figure this out as a team.
I like that.
But even with all this innovation and collaboration, bringing a new mode of transportation to market is no small feat.
It's not.
There are bound to be challenges along the way.
Of course, anytime you're pushing the boundaries of what's possible, you're getting counter obstacles.
Right.
For Luemba, one of the biggest hurdles will be navigating the regulatory landscape.
Right, making sure the hydrofoil meets all the necessary safety standards and certifications, especially given its unique design and technologies.
Exactly. They'll need to work closely with regulatory bodies to ensure that the hydrofoil is safe and reliable for passengers.
Okay.
Then there's the question of scalability.
Can they actually take this from a prototype to a commercially viable product that can be produced and maintained at scale?
That's always the challenge with any innovative technology.
It is.
It's one thing to build a working prototype. It's quite another to mass produce it in a cost-effective and efficient way.
And let's not forget the potential for disruption.
Oh, yeah.
If Luemba succeeds, their hydrofoil could challenge existing transportation models, potentially impacting industries like airlines and ferry services.
Disruption is inevitable when you introduce a game-changing innovation.
It is.
It forces everyone to adapt and evolve, which can be a good thing in the long run.
It certainly keeps things interesting.
It does.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back. And focus on the hydrofoil itself. In part 3 of our deep dive, we'll take a closer look at the specific design features that make this such a unique craft. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit here, and delve into like the heart of Luemba's hydrofoil. The design itself. We've talked about all this incredible tech, but how does it all come together to actually create this futuristic watercraft?
Well, one of the key design elements that sets this hydrofoil apart is its use of ground effect.
Oh, okay.
It might sound familiar.
Yeah.
Because it's a principle used by airplanes during takeoff and landing.
Okay, so remind me how that works again.
Sure.
Isn't it something to do with air pressure?
Exactly. As an aircraft flies close to the ground, or in this case, the water's surface, the air pressure between the wing and the surface increases.
Okay.
And this creates additional lift and reduces drag.
So Luemba is essentially harnessing this aerodynamic phenomenon to make their hydrofoil more energy efficient and extend its range.
Precisely by riding on this cushion of air just above the water.
I see.
They can significantly reduce energy consumption compared to a traditional boat.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Now, our sources mention that the hydrofoil will be powered by 2 electric motors, each packing a whopping 700 horsepower.
Wow.
Combined with those lightweight graphene batteries, we're talking about some serious performance potential here.
It's a truly impressive combination.
It is.
That much power in a relatively small and lightweight craft suggests they're aiming for more than just leisurely cruising.
Yeah.
They're hinting at high speeds and agile maneuverability.
Almost sounds like they're trying to create like a sports car.
Yeah.
But for the water.
That's a great analogy. They're certainly pushing the boundaries of what a hydrofoil can be.
Yeah.
Both in terms of performance and sustainability.
And let's not forget that backup hydrogen engine option.
Right, the Aquarius engine.
Yeah, it's like they've got a plan A and a plan B for ensuring this thing can cover some serious distance. Even if charging infrastructure for the electric motors isn't readily available.
That foresight is crucial.
It is.
Especially if they're targeting markets where long-range travel or limited infrastructure might be a factor.
But there's one aspect of the design we haven't touched on yet.
Okay, what's that?
The passenger experience.
Ah, yes, of course.
After all, what good is all this incredible technology if it doesn't translate into a comfortable and enjoyable ride for the people on board?
And from what we've gathered, Luemba is paying very close attention to passenger comfort.
Okay.
They're incorporating ergonomic seating, spacious cabins, and panoramic windows to enhance the overall experience.
And let's not forget that innovative thermoacoustic cooling system.
Right. No noisy, bulky AC units here.
Yeah.
Just silent, eco-friendly cooling powered by sound waves.
It's those subtle details
Oh,
that really showcase Luemba's commitment to creating a truly next-level transportation experience.
Absolutely. They're not just focused on the technical aspects.
Right.
They're thinking about the human element as well.
It's that holistic approach
Yeah,
that makes this project so captivating.
it is.
They're blending cutting-edge technology, sustainable design,
Yeah.
and a deep understanding of the passenger experience.
It's like they're composing a symphony of innovation,
Wow.
where every element is carefully considered and harmonized
Right.
to create something truly extraordinary.
So where does all this leave us?
Well, I think Luemba's hydrofoil is a testament
Yeah.
to the power of human ingenuity and a beacon of hope for a more sustainable future.
Absolutely.
They're not just building a hydrofoil.
Right.
They're building a vision
Right.
of a world where travel is both exhilarating and environmentally responsible.
It's a powerful reminder that we have the capacity to create solutions to the challenges facing our planet,
Absolutely.
and that innovation can come from anywhere in the world.
It can.
And for those of you listening, we encourage you to follow Luemba's journey and see where this wave of innovation takes them.
Maybe one day we'll all be gliding across the water
Oh,
in
yeah.
these sleek, sustainable marvels.
That's a future I'd love to be a part of.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
Of course.
into the world of Luemba's groundbreaking hydrofoil.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring.
Keep learning.
And keep believing in the power of innovation to change the world.